Arsenal are moving closer to the signing of Benjamin Šeško. They want the deal done ahead of the beginning of Euro 2024. That is according to leading German transfer specialist Florian Plattenberg. He reports this afternoon, along with a number of stories about Arsenal moving closer and looking to push on ahead. There's other links for Arsenal with the likes of Victor Osimhen we're going to jump into with you as well. But hit the like button, subscribe, make sure you're part of our transfer group chat. If you are, you'd have already seen this news earlier on today. Hit the like and the share button. This is the Done Deal Show. Let's go. The news this afternoon states that all parties want a decision before the Euros begin. Arsenal pushing to sign Benjamin Šeško. Chelsea and Man United are also tracking the striker, who has a release clause of 65 million euros. This coming directly out of Germany. And there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to break down. There are some counterclaims as well. So make sure you stay with the Football Terrace throughout the course of this video. Now, look, Šeško, we know how talented this young man is. You only have to look at his numbers. You only have to watch him play to see the touch, the skill, the technique, the power, the pace. There is a rawness about his game still at 20. Is it 20 or 21? I thought I knew how old he was. 21 years of age. He literally was 22 days ago. That's why I had to go back and double check. 18 goals this season, 18 goals last year, 11 the season before that, 21 the campaign before that. And I feel like he's only just getting started. I understand that Arsenal fans are screaming for a tried and tested goal machine who is at the peak of his powers right now. But even the people that want that, there is a clear debate and a divide around who that individual is. Should it be Ivan Toney? Most Arsenal fans agreed with that 12 months ago. The vast majority have changed their mind for one reason or another. Of course, there are links, and Damasio is pushing them out again today. There are links to Victor Osimhen, and he states that Arsenal are interested in signing the Napoli striker after Chelsea failed to make progression after discussions with the Nigerian. So Victor Osimhen's name is on that list, but that's been pushed back. We spoke about it yesterday in the Terrace, and I've had journalists, I've had people close to Arsenal. So Terry, great content yesterday, great discussions. Just want to update you. We have been told that Arsenal have no plans this summer to pursue Victor Osimhen as of right now. So even when it comes to those stories, they're kind of being pushed back. But the one consistency right now, above and beyond every other striker link, you've got Isak as well quickly. Isak, proven, tried and tested, quality. But the reports are £200 million is what it's going to take to get him out of Newcastle as of right now. Do Arsenal have that money with other positions needing to be addressed? That has to be factored in. You will have some gooners that will say just pay the money, but it isn't as simple as just paying the money. FFP, PSR, they're all real things. And I've been telling football fans for years, this delusional, crazy notion of it's not my money, just spend it, is utterly ridiculous. You have to be careful with how much money you spend. Otherwise, you can find yourself in very, very dangerous situations in terms of points deductions and much, much more. Benjamin Šeško appears to be the most consistent link out there at this particular moment in time. I'm recording this on the 1st of June, 2024. This here from, and I always forget this guy's name. It always goes, Plattenberg from Germany, as you can see, has stated that Arsenal are pushing ahead with Benjamin Šeško. This is married with articles in the UK from 2 days ago that said that the player has agreed to join Arsenal. Now, we have to be very careful when we hear these things. That doesn't mean he will 100% join Arsenal. It may just mean I'm really happy with their offer, squad status, number, salary, etc. Personal terms. And personal terms vary depending upon the individual. That's why they're called personal terms, because they're personal. as opposed to a blanket approach. So there are some that say that he hasn't agreed to join any particular club yet. And I think what we're seeing there is arguing over semantics. Agreeing with Arsenal's deal doesn't mean he is necessarily outlawed, overruled and said, I'm going nowhere else. But it does mean he looks like he may have agreed with what Arsenal are willing to offer at this particular moment in time. Plattenberg's a very credible journalist when it comes, generally speaking, very credible when it comes to the German market. That isn't me saying he gets every single situation right. Of course, the transfer window is always full of moving objects week in, week out. But I will say, I think this is a tremendous piece of business for Arsenal if the reports of them getting an agreement in place and pushing it closer is true. I think he's a phenomenally talented, top finisher with so much potential to grow. I know there are some Arsenal fans out there that are thinking, oh, but he's not the finished article. I want it somebody maybe a bit further along in their career. And I understand that train of thought. Benjamin Šeško is a player that I have watched. I've watched him regularly over the last 2 to 3 seasons. He was linked to Man United 3 years ago as a 17 turning 18-year-old. I wanted him then. He gives me, there's such a combination to his play. He's got some elements that remind me of Haaland, fast and strong, can sniff out a goal, has got poacher instincts, predatory instincts in and around the box. But what he has that Haaland doesn't is more along the lines of a Zlatan or a Harry Kane. His ability to hold up the ball, he's got excellent ball skill. There is far more to his game than just being a goal scorer. Now, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Kane or as good as Ibrahimovic. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the other strings to the bow that this young man has. If the reports are true, we're hearing 65 million pounds is the amount being quoted. Sorry, 55 million pounds, 65 million euros. There was talk of it being 45 million euros. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, sorry, 45 million pounds. I'm getting my numbers all mixed up here. I apologize. 45 million, 55 million UK GBP, British pounds. It doesn't matter. It is a bargain. It is a bargain in 2024 to pick up a player who last year scored 18 goals in a difficult league, in a player that has scored consistently throughout the entirety of his career, who has the physicality, who has the size, who has the speed and skill set to play in the Premier League. 45 to 55 million pounds is a steal, in my very humble opinion. And if this news story bears fruits and Arsenal get him, he is going to make them more dangerous. He is going to make them more potent. He will be one of the leading strikers in Europe over the next 5 to 6 years. There's no doubt about it. And what it also does for Arsenal, it leaves them with still a fair amount of budget remaining to improve those midfield areas, to add additional attackers in, to challenge and to support the likes of Bukayo Saka. Is a massive upgrade. He couldn't even call an upgrade is a disrespectful word. He is light years ahead of Eddie Nketiah as an example. It bolsters Arsenal massively. I'm jealous. I'm seeing Tosin potentially going to Chelsea. I'm seeing Benjamin Šeško going to Arsenal. 2 players that I've liked for a long time, especially Benjamin Šeško. I'm jealous as a Manchester United fan, but as ever, I want to get your views. I want to get your opinions. I want to understand what you think and feel about this potential deal. Hit the like and the share button. Make sure you are subscribing, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Peace.